This next comment is very funny. We've had a couple great conversations. This is sweet, so keep it going. We're very funny. Marissa Lapadura!
Hello, everybody. So, I'm not very political. I just think there's too much stereotyping going on. But I even stereotype sometimes. Like, I was driving on the road and I saw a conservative bumper sticker, and I immediately thought, that guy's an asshole. But then I saw a liberal bumper sticker, and it was like the same thing, but I was like, that guy's a pussy. That guy must have no backbone. It just popped in. But then I was driving and I saw a bumper sticker and it said, I love my wife. I was like, oh, that guy's a pussy and an asshole. I'm just kidding, that was very nice and very sweet. So I could be a little ditzy sometimes, and I was watching a hockey game once, and my boyfriend was in the other room, and he's like, who's playing? And I'm like, the Red Wings and the St. Louis Music Notes. And I found out later they're the St. Louis Blues, but they wear music notes on their jerseys. And I'm like, how the heck am I supposed to know music notes mean blues? Like, it could be the St. Louis Rock and Rollers, the St. Louis Symphonies, I mean, whatever. If they want to be blues, to show their blues, I think they should depict that on the jerseys. Like, maybe the goalie could have a picture of a man standing there watching his wife have sex with another man. And maybe one can show a dog getting hit by a car, or a harmonica on one, maybe a guy warming up on burning garbage or something. Then I would understand it was the blues. So anyway, another ditzy thing I did was I was eating breakfast with my girlfriends, and we're in Las Vegas, and the waitress comes over and is like, how would you like your eggs? And I said, well done. And my friends are like, Marissa, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I didn't want any eggs. So, speaking of friends, does anyone talk differently around different friends? Because I have this goody-goody friend, and whenever I'm around her, I start saying things like, oh, shucks, like, gosh darn it all. And I normally don't talk like that, but then I have another friend who's from, she's from a tougher neighborhood, and when I'm around her, all of a sudden I'm like, that shit ain't right, that shit ain't right. And it's like, God forbid I'm at a party and everybody's all together. It's like, I'm bipolar. It's like, gee Willikers, bitch. Jiminy Crickets, motherfucker. It's like, I don't even know who I am. So, I grew up in the 80s. And do you guys remember when answering machines first came out? And they gave you that script because to leave for the recording because no one knew what to say? Well, my mom still says that whole script. It's like 45 minutes long. It's like, I don't have time. She's like, you've reached Marjorie and Anthony Lapadura. We can't come. And then she goes on for 45 minutes until the end where she says, wait for the beep. And I'm like, who doesn't know what to do with the beep anymore? Like, who's going, hi, Cheryl, I was leaving a message, and then I heard a beep, and I didn't know what to do, so it's like, no, Mom, quick, I'm not home, call you back. It's so annoying. I feel like my nose is running, so I apologize to the people up here. I don't have a tissue, it's a little embarrassing. I don't want to like rub it, it's like embarrassing, but, oh, thank you. That's so nice. I'm just thank you. So, anyway, I'm glad the holidays are over, but I have to say I love Christmas music. And do you guys know the song Santa Baby? She's like, hurry down the chimney. And she has that sexy voice, and she's like asking for a yacht and like a car. And I'm like, I think she is insinuating that she's gonna have sex with Santa for her gifts. I'm like, what kind of Christian song is this? And then she's like, think of all the fellas that I didn't kiss. And I'm like, we all know what kiss really means. And the worst part is, I don't think she plans on sleeping with Santa. I think she's gonna get her gifts, and then she's gonna give him an old-fashioned kiss on the cheek, and then Santa is gonna have to go in the bathroom and masturbate. And I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. So, anyway, I did my first improv class recently, and I was really out of my comfort zone because they are wacky in improv classes. I didn't realize. And I'll just try to say this quick. The first game they did, it was called 5 Things. And someone says a topic, and then you have to say 5 things, and then the whole group puts their hands in the circles and goes 5 things, 5 things, 5 things, 5 things, 5 things. I don't know why they do that, but they do. But the men doing it, grown men with beards and muscles, were going 5 things, 5 things, 5 things, 5 things, 5 things. And they're going crazy. And I was like, Marissa, be cool. Like, be cool, you can get through this. It's like having a panic attack. And then the next exercise comes, and we're in a circle, and somebody has to go in and do like a pose, and then someone else does another pose, and it's like a story or something. So one girl comes in and she goes on her knees, and she puts her hands up, and she makes his face, and then her partner comes in, and he immediately goes like this. And I'm like, oh my God, where am I? And then the last game is the name game. And you go around and you say your name, and then you have to say like something that rhymes with your name. So everyone's going crazy again. It's like Dancing Dave and Wacky Wayne. And I'm like, you know what, Marissa, just when it comes to you, you're just gonna pass. Like, just look forward. You're not gonna say anything. So it's going around the circle, and then it comes to me, and I panic. And I'm like, masturbating Marissa. And they're like, that's inappropriate, you're gonna have to leave. And then I did. So anyway, thank you so much.
Keep it going for Marissa, huh?